Hello, I am Sami Moravec. This is my project one on CS50's web programming with Python and JavaScript. It is project Wiki. Okay, first I will run the server for this project. Now it is running. We will copy this on the URL. Okay. Here is the web index page. Okay, as the specification says, when we click on wiki title, we should go to the content of that title. And if that entry doesn't exist, we should present it with an error page. Otherwise, we should redirect it to the content of that uh, entry. For example, and here I search something like web, which doesn't exist. Oh, so it is the per error page. It says web does not exist. For example, something like edX. It doesn't exist as well. It is the uh, error page. Something what like CSS does exist. So we will redirect it to the content of the CSS page. And as we see, the CSS is also on the title of the page. Next, on the index page, okay, I will delete this. On the index page, every entry has a link to that specific uh, entry. For example, when we click on Django, will be redirected to the Django entry page. On there is a search box here. For example, I type something like web, which doesn't exist. I click on wiki search, so it doesn't show anything. For example, if I type something like YSub, which is part of Python, and I click on wiki search, it will show the Python, which have YTHO on it spelling. And when I click on here, I will be redirected to the Python page. And when I search something like CSS that exists on the index page, we will be redirected to the CSS page. And then when we click on the new page button, create new page, uh, and when we here we type the subject title. For example, I type edX, and here I will write down the markdown of its uh, content. For example, italic and bold is a good site to learn online courses. Now I click on the submit button, and so it is uh, saved uh, on our wiki project. And so also we are redirected to its entry. If for example, now I wanna make create it again. For example, I type here edX, and I edX is a good sign. Now it should show us an error page, as the specification says. So it says entry edX already exists. You can edit it if you want. On the edit page, when we want to edit a page, we go to that entry CSS, and there is uh, edit the entry link on here. I click on here, and as we see, it its initial value or its markdown initial value is on this box, and we can change it as we want. For example, I delete this part line, and when I click on apply change, I will be redirected to this page, and as we see, that line is deleted now. Okay, when I click on the random page, there is some random page as we see HTML, for example, Django, and other entries. And also Markdown to HTML conversion is also done with the help of Markdown tool library, which is shown on my code, and I will not show it on here. Thank you.